Hey guys, welcome back to eVivid Artistry. My name is Emily Artist, and I am doing a couple of Halloween videos throughout the month of October leading up to the 13 Days of Halloween event that I am doing on this channel. So the 13 Days of Halloween will start on the 19th of October, and I will be posting a Halloween video every single day leading up to Halloween itself, where I will have a very extravagant Halloween look. I don't know what that is yet, but hopefully it will be very spectacular and you guys will love it. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this makeup look today. So today I'll be doing a pink goddess type look, just kind of like an interpretation, maybe something a little bit more editorial and modern. And I'm very excited to be doing this makeup look for you guys today, and I hope you guys like it. So without further ado, let's just jump right on in. So we are going to be doing things a little bit differently today. Normally I go off camera and I do my eyebrows and prep my eyelids and all of that, but I wanted to do like a pink ombre brow, and I really wish that I had Kat Von D's colorful pomades because that would definitely help me out a lot right now, but I don't have that. For those of you out there who are, you know, like me and you just don't seem to have the right makeup like all of the other big YouTubers do or all of the other big makeup artists, and it's just so much money and you just gotta work with what you got. I'm very good at adapting to situations. That's my job. So I have this. This is the Wet n Wild Paint Pot. It's like a white cream makeup and it kind of melted. I left it in the car for a while. I'm just a hot mess. My hair is really dark, so if I'm going to be putting, you know, an eyeshadow powder on my eyebrows as is, it won't look as effective. So that's why I'm going into this kind of white cream base, and I'm just going to kind of, you know, lay it on my eyebrows like a pomade, and then I will be setting it with the pink eyeshadows in order to create that ombre look. So I'm going to use my Pro Tapered Liner Brush from Sephora collection, and I will be dipping it into the Wet n Wild paint pot. Alright, so that went a lot better than I thought it was going to. It looks a little messy now, but again, I'm going to be doing the same technique that I usually do with my eyebrows once the color has been laid down, and I will be cutting it around it with some concealer to make it nice and sharp. So it does look a little bit messy now, but it's a process. I will now be taking this Makeup Forever shade in the color M56. I'll be taking that on the same brush that I used to lay down the white color, and I will be putting this one about halfway on my brow. So I ended up taking a spoolie and shaving a little bit of the powder off and into the white paint pot color on the back of my hand to create like this bubblegum pink look. And then I took that and laid that on the front of the brows, and I think it looks a lot better than it did before. Now, I might do the same thing with this darker shade, but I'm gonna try and set it with the powder itself, and it will be the hot pink shade in the Beauty Killer palette by Jeffree Star called Star Power. I would show it to you, but that shadow itself actually shattered a long time ago, and so if I show the camera, it will get everywhere. So I will now be placing that just on the end of my brow and kind of blending the two colors together. Alright, so now that our eyebrows are looking a little crazy, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of clean it up and shape them a little bit more. So I will do that off camera, and when I come back, hopefully everything will be squared away. Alright, so now that our eyebrows are looking pink, I think it looks very good. I will be taking the shade Untouchable. I will be placing it kind of around the brow bone area, not all the way up to the brow, but just below it. Alright, so I kind of did little swoopies, so it kind of looks like that. And now I will be jumping back into that Makeup Forever shade that I used on my eyebrow, and I will be placing that just underneath the shade that I have just laid down. Now that that has been laid down, I'm gonna go back into Star Power from the Beauty Killer eyeshadow palette, and I will be placing that just underneath those other two shades and then blend them all together. All right, so now that this looks like this, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease, and I'm going to kind of follow that same like wavy pattern and kind of wing this part out a little bit more. So now that everything is nice, clean, and cut, I'm going to kind of repeat the same steps that I did up here, but I'm going to be doing them on the lid, but leaving a kind of significant amount of space up here. Alright, so now that I have laid everything down, I will be cleaning up the edges in a moment, I promise. But I'm now going to be jumping into my Hypercolor Suva Beauty palette, and I will be taking the shade Daiquiri. And I don't think you can really tell on camera, but it's a super shimmery eyeshadow with reflex of like pink and purple in there, and it is so pretty, and I've wanted to use it for a look for a while, so I think this is very fitting. So I'm going to start putting this on the center of the lid, and I'm gonna see how I feel, and if anything I might put it on the whole lid, but I'm mostly gonna try and keep it to the center and see how it looks. Alright, so now that I'm very happy with how that turned out, now that I've laid that shimmery shade down, I am now going to be putting on some wing liner, and I will be using the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in the color Blow Pony. I have wanted an excuse to use this forever, and I think it would look very fitting for this look. So I'm going to be jumping into my NYX Epic Wear white liquid liner, and I will be putting that in the gap. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, my foundation, base, all of that off camera, and when I come back, we will finish up the eye look. Alright, so I went ahead and I did the majority of the rest of my foundation and base, and I drew these lines because that's where I'm going to be extending my lower lash line eyeshadow. I'm basically just going to do the same thing that I did up here in my crease area and on my lid, and I'm just going to do that on the lower lash line. So I'm going to do the hot pink here, the Makeup Forever shade, and then the really, really light shade from that Jeffree Star palette, and I'm just going to be blending all of that together. So that is the eyeshadow look completely done. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera, put some highlighter on, and finish up my eyes with some mascara and lashes. And when we come back, I will put on the lipstick, and then it will be the final look. All right, so I have my eye look completely done now, and I am super happy with it. I have these rhinestones. I have 3 of them. I decided to kind of put that in the gap because I kind of felt like it needed a little something. And I put on my lashes. They're nice and wispy, and I'm so happy with the look so far. So I'm now going to do the lips, and I wanted to show you how I was going to do that today. I thought might as well just use the same lipstick that I put on my eyes, because I feel like the lashes hides them a little bit, and I didn't go super thick with the liner, so it kind of is hidden. So I wanted to bring the attention back out on that liner, and it will still complement. So let me just go ahead and put that on really quick. I guess I just haven't worn a Jeffree Star lip in a minute, but this is thick. So now with that on my lips, I'm now going to dive back into my Hypercolor Suva Beauty palette, and I'm going to be taking that Daiquiri shade that we used before on the eyelid, and I'm just going to be placing that on the center of the lips. So now I'm going to let down my hair, which is kind of getting a little crazy on me, and it will be the final look. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. I'm very, very happy with how it turned out, and I hope you guys can kind of see the pink goddess and a little bit of a pastel sort of vibe. If you guys like this look and if you like the video, please like the video down below. It really does help me out a lot. And also please leave a comment down below on looks you would like to see me do or any ideas for any Halloween looks, especially for the 13 days of Halloween. And also please subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot as well. And with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next Halloween video. Bye!